Hey, it's Greeny, and I'm standing, I think, in the middle of Izmir. There's this giant globe behind me, and it says Izmir on it, and it's in the middle of this huge roundabout. This is maybe one of the biggest roundabouts I've ever seen. Look at this. It is huge. And today I'm just going to explore the city. I got one day here in Izmir, and I'm going to see what I can see. Okay, so as I stand in this roundabout here in the middle, and I'm looking around to decide which direction I want to go, I see that way looks like I can go up a mountain, so I think that's where I'll get the best view. I see mountains way down there, but this looks close. This looks like I can make it on foot, so I'm going to give it a shot. Right there's a flag up there. I'm going up there. So as I walk along the streets here, I'll just give you a little information about the city. I did a little research. I noticed that you don't see like super old buildings like you do in Istanbul. What happened here is after World War I, Greece took ownership of the city. So this was part of Greece. And in the 1920s, Turkey fought to take it back. And most of the city was destroyed. So everything here is kind of built after 1920, all the buildings. So there's nothing really super old or historical here. The most historical things are from like the turn of the century. So as you can see, I'm cruising up this road and it's just straight up. This is already getting to be quite a workout. So I'm just weaving my way through these streets, trying to make my way up to the top of that hill. What's up, guys? So, as you guys can see, these roads just wind different ways. And I'm not sure which ones you can drive on, which ones you can't. There's a car here, so obviously you can drive it here, but very thin roads. You go up there. Oh, it's a mountain. Can walk? Yeah. Thank you. All right, stairs. Maybe that will make my walk easier. Yeah. Go to right? Okay. All right, so he told me to go to the right. What is in between the meat? That?
Dana.
No, that. Fat or?
Dana.
Donor. Oh, yeah. Lamb, yeah. Now, what is that?
Et.
Fat? Like skin? Okay. Maybe I come back later, try some. Okay. I go up. Walk. Yeah, oh yeah. I love it.
Yiyeceksin. Hayır diyor, seviyorum.
You know what? Let me have you have
One saat. Bira.
Yeah.
Four.
You have Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola var.
Yeah, one. Okay, I'm gonna get a Coke since I bothered them all this time. But yeah, so this is how they make the doner. Just keep going up, all the way to the top, and then and then cook it. So I made it up here, and there's a castle up here. I'm gonna try to get into this castle. I'm not sure. I think the entrance is down that way. But check it out. Here's where I started. You can see the area. Yeah, right there. That's where I started. Way down there, and weasel my way up this mountain here. Mountain or hill, I'm not sure what you would call it, but I'm some guys love Turkey, and it's beautiful up here. I mean, you can see the whole city, and I'm gonna get even a little higher in this castle, I think. Okay, so I found the entrance to this castle here, and I guess this will be my main activity of the day here, climbing up here and checking out the castle. So it was a nice hike. I love urban hikes like this. And there's all kinds of vendors. So let's check this place out. So just as I'm saying, how is this city 4 million people or 4.5 million people looking at one side of the mountain down where the bay and everything is, and I come over this hill and look on the other side, and yeah, it's pretty big. It's a whole other side of the city that I didn't even see over there. So it's hard to see with the shadow and the lighting here, but there's a cool sculpture of somebody's head on the side of that cliff right there. I don't know if you can make it out. Should be able to make that out. Anyways, yeah, I saw that. So I did come in down there from the airport up this highway, and I remember seeing that. So this is the castle at Kadifekale, and it's mountain here in Izmir. It was an awesome strategic lookout point back in the day, resurrected in the 3rd century BC. So during the times of the ancient city of Izmir, this is where they fought off their enemies. Let's go check it out up there. So I finally made it up to the top. Check out the view. Pretty much see everything from here. Yeah, can you imagine back in the day, the enemy pulling up there, pulling up the shore, and you could see them from here. I don't think they had weapons back in the 3rd century BC to do anything from up here, but I guess you could see them out to sea and see them coming from anywhere and just set up a sneak attack on them, I guess. What I find different about this city than Istanbul is it's a huge landmass. It's very spread out. This city seems much more condensed. The streets are much more crowded. The traffic seems worse. It's a very congested city. And I mean, it's cool, but just from what I've seen so far, I don't think I'd want to live here. But it's a cool city to visit, but one day is enough for me. Tomorrow, on my way back to Istanbul. Okay, nice time in that fort, but you gotta be careful where you walk here in Turkey, because look at it. Careful, don't step. So nasty, dog poop all over. I guess you can't see the cat poop, it's probably too small. But I'm gonna head back down the hill now. Hopefully that's easier than coming up the hill. So I found the main strip heading down, back down. This seems like the main thoroughfare here. Everything else looks like an alley. This looks like a street, even though the alleys are all streets. They're just small. It's very populated, this area. I see so many old women wearing headscarves. They remind me of my old grandma, my bubby. They called it a babushka back then, but that's what they are, babushkas. All these old Turkish ladies. My grandma was from Poland. Same thing, they wear their babushkas. So I'm walking around the neighborhood and I see these little chicken skewers. So he's just cooking them right here. So it smells awesome. So I ordered 3. I just ordered 3 of these little chicken things. Not sure. Okay, so he told me that.
Kalbi lokmaya gelin. Gelsene ya.
He told me they know, everybody knows you.
Traboya mı?
All family,
Gidin
friends.
geliyoruz gidin.
And so I'm in this little neighborhood. I'm kind of the outside.
Abi gidin.
They're making me eat
3
steak,
dakika sonra oradayım.
salad. Just
Hemen yeme. Gel bir lokmaya yiyin ya.
very friendly people. That's good.
Coca-Cola Amerika. Demek bize o telefonu da şey yapmayalım.
Smallest Coca-Cola I've ever seen.
Gel amcaoğlu gel. Bunu hemen üstte de bir parça gene bu. Bak.
Bana bir şey yaptı. Çok.
So I thought I was getting a little skewered chicken, and not know that I was going to be here this long.
Alın oğlum.
Every time I think I'm getting a snack, it's a huge amount of food.
Bu abi bir Amerikalı olarak yanımıza gelmiş. Allah razı olsun.
Gentleman I just met there at lunch wouldn't even let me pay. He paid for the lunch, and they ordered all this steak and stuff, and they were just force feeding me steak. And it's rude to not accept food in Turkey, so I had to just keep eating it. I just wanted a light lunch, and it turns out I had that chicken sandwich, steak. He wanted me to eat some salad too, but I was like, no. I had salad last night. Well, it's definitely interesting to see how the real locals live here in Izmir. Not down by the hotels, not in the touristy area. This is a real local neighborhood. So I'm back in my hotel now. I just wanted to add a few things about the video from today. I didn't know, but that neighborhood that I wandered into, that's called Kadifekale. And that's actually the poorest neighborhood of Izmir. They call it the slum of Izmir. And it's all Kurdish people in that neighborhood. Those were all Kurdish people. And they were very nice, very nice. Actually, what wasn't on video is, and it was difficult with Google Translate, but I had a whole conversation with the gentleman at lunch about the Kurdish and Americans and how they had worked together in different areas. And I was surprised. I didn't know that there was Kurdish in this area. I thought all the Kurdish were down near Syria and Iraq. I know that's Kurdistan. That's a big Kurdish area there in Turkey. But that whole neighborhood is Kurdish. And like I said, very poor. So when I got back to the hotel later, and I'm talking to the gentleman that checked me in at the hotel that works there, and I told him about my little adventure for the day, and he couldn't believe. He was like, "You went to Kadifekale?" He just couldn't believe. He said, "That's so dangerous. You shouldn't have went there." And I was like, I don't know, but like I said, you just never know when you're going to meet nice people. And I had a great day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and follow. Please subscribe so that you'll be notified when I make more videos. Hit the little bell icon so it tells you when a new video is up. My next video is going to be kind of the polar opposite of this one. Later that day, I traveled over to the other side of Izmir, which was a very rich area, very expensive. So it's kind of like the tale of two cities. The haves and the have-nots, and you'll see a stark difference in this other neighborhood that I traveled to later. But I didn't have any personal contacts or conversations in the nice area. I only had it in the poor area, so it's kind of interesting. The people were very welcoming. Greeny out.